Hey, good morning to all you Lexus truck owners. This is GX Bob coming to you guys again to do another DIY. Today we're going to do something a little different. Okay, due to popular demand, many Lexus GX owners have commented to me on the side to please include the Toyota Tundra trucks into this channel. I have said no on so many different occasions over the years, until I reached a point where content for the Lexus GX460 and 470 was few and far in between. So while we wait for new and exciting products for our Lexus GX, we're going to go ahead and help Toyota Tundra owners install some of their goodies. I'll keep some of these Toyota truck content onto this channel until it gains some traction, and then I'm going to move it over to my other channel, Life of Bob, where I do other vehicles like Honda Civics, Lexus RX, Toyota Siennas. I also do home DIYs. So all the links are going to be below this video, directing you to my other channel if you guys are interested in cooking recipes also, because I'm not just about car DIY, guys. I pretty much do everything. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we are going to be installing a front and rear OEM style dash cam for the 2022 to 2026 Toyota Tundra TRD. So let's go ahead and do a box opening, folks. The company that we're going to be showcasing today is called Mangoal. They do front and rear OEM style dash cams for many Toyota and Lexus trucks and cars. Let's go ahead and open this up. Here we have a little packet. Let's take a look at what's inside this packet first. They give us a plastic panel removal tool, pretty cool. They also have a GPS antenna. We're gonna have to locate this at the A pillar somewhere. And we have a bypass connector, just so we don't lose any of the functions of your OEM rear view mirror, okay? Put that aside. We also have zip ties and user manuals, owner manual. We have troubleshooting guides, what can go wrong, right here. We have a bag that contains our rear view camera. Pretty cool, look at this. Camera has a little protective film on it that we're going to be removing, and this is also adjustable, okay? This cable is super long because we're not going to need it this long for a pickup truck, so we'll find out how to take care of the slack on this. Double-sided 3M tape, good. Let's go ahead and take out the shell here. And here is the shell with the front camera. Look at that. You got about 3 cables coming out of it. They are marked power, rear camera, and GPS. Pretty straightforward. I think this is going to be a plug and play. It's got these lock clips on here, air vents, and this is to completely replace your OEM rear view mirror shell. We will find out the fitment of this in a minute. I also found this inside the box. It's a 128 gigabyte SD card that we're going to also be using. Mangoal provides this for us for free. Pretty cool. First thing we're going to want to do is take the Mangoal shell and match it up with the OEM shell. As you can totally tell, it is basically the same exact thing, except ours has a front view camera. Let's go ahead and start taking this apart, guys. First thing we're gonna do is take our trim tool. We're gonna pry it right here and pop this down. Make sure you hold on to this outer shell while you pop the center piece down and pull it back towards the trunk bed. Next, you're gonna take both hands and you're gonna push the shell towards the front of the vehicle. It slides right out. Next, we're going to take this gray connector, push down on this tab here, and pull it out of its socket. We're going to grab the Mangoal Y splitter right here. We're going to take the OEM male, put it into the Mangoal female, snap it in. We're going to take the Mangoal male, snap it into the OEM female. On our Mangoal shell, we're going to pop open this center piece right here by pushing up these ends and sliding it out. We're going to need this space for our rear view mirror to slide through. We are going to set our Mangoal shell with the front camera facing the engine onto the dash right here, right below the rear view mirror. We're going to have all 3 wires facing us. You're going to make note of this black connector coming out of the Mangoal Y splitter. We are going to take this and plug it into the Mangoal shell. The Mangoal shell is going to have 3 wires coming out of it. One of the wire is going to say power plug on it. This is the black connector that is going to go to the Mangoal Y splitter. Make sure that when you make your connection, you're doing it on top of the rearview mirror and right behind it. Let's go ahead and snap it in. Now you're going to take the other 2 connectors and you are going to route it on top of the rearview mirror. From here, we're going to take our Mangoal shell, get rid of all this slack by pulling it above the rearview mirror, and we're going to take the shell and we are going to slide it to the windshield towards us to ensure that all the clips are going to snap into place. The way it locks in is going to be sliding it towards us, away from the engine. Make sure you're routing all your wires so it doesn't get pinched during your installation. Keep track of all that. And what I suggest you guys doing is snapping the passenger side in first and just leaving it right there. We want a little void right here in order to run the rest of our wires between the headliner. We're going to go to our workstation and grab the GPS antenna. We're going to take the connector side. We're going to leave the GPS on top of our dash and connect the side that says GPS module to the Mangoal shell that says GPS. It only goes in one way, guys. So spin it until you feel like it's going to slide in. Once it slides in, go ahead and click it twice until you get a secure connection. Leave it there. Next, we're going to get our rear camera cable. It's going to say rear camera. We're going to take the connector side and we're going to connect it to the Mangoal shell that says rear cam on it. We're going to spin it around in here until the tabs fit and click it in until it locks into place. Make sure it's very tight. And then we are going to start laying this on top of the dash. We are going to route this in a minute. You're going to go to your driver's side A-pillar and you're going to take your panel removal tool, go through these creases right here and pop open these handle covers. These grab handles are held in with 2 10mm bolts. Turn them counterclockwise. Pull off the grab handle, set aside. We are going to start prying off this A-pillar panel right here. It's all plastic. Just go ahead and pull it right off. You're gonna go to the back seat and look at this grab handle. On the driver's side, you're gonna grab both hands and just pull this panel out. Pull pretty easily. From here, you're gonna have 2 10mm bolts that's going to hold this in. Let's go ahead and remove those. You're going to take your weather seal right here and you're going to separate it from the rest of your car. we're just gonna need pretty much the top portion only. You can leave it hanging, or you could just take the whole thing down, just drop it. Same thing for the rear passenger. Take the weather seal down here. The plastic column that separates the driver and the passenger, all you're gonna do is take both hands and you're going to pop it out of its clip and going towards the passenger side. There you go. Just pop it out like that. At this point, you're gonna wanna take the remaining 2 wires here and you're gonna route it underneath, or actually above your headrest here. You're gonna take your fingers and just pull your headrest. Without unclipping it, just pull your headrest down a little bit and just pop it in there. Okay. Help it along. There you go. After you routed your cables between the headrest and the roof of your vehicle, you're going to take the rest of this wire bundle, tuck it nicely within the shell, and now you're going to go ahead and lock in the driver's side of this Mangoal shell. Make sure you're not pinching any wires while you're doing this. And there you go. Snaps right into place. You're going to take the centerpiece right here, and you're going to take the 2 front pieces and slide it forward into their slots, and the rear clips are just going to pop towards the windshield, and there you go. Once you route both cables, your GPS and your rear view camera, along your headliner here, you're going to stop at this corner. Okay, once you stop at this corner, you're going to start to separate them. Your GPS antenna is going to go downward towards your dash, and the rear camera is going to go towards the back. I have my GPS module right here. I'm going to go ahead and just tuck it along these OEM wires to help support it so it doesn't fall out of the plastic panels here. And I'm going to continue to go and just wind it along the OEM cables here. Just keep going. Now that I routed my cables all the way down to where the dash is, I'm just going to leave my GPS in this corner right here. I'm not going to double side tape it or anything. That can come anytime. We'll just leave it right here. All we have to do right now is just clean up the slack. So what you guys can do is just roll up these wires very nicely and zip tie this whole entire bundle along the OEM wire harnesses right here. Now for the rear camera, we are going to start tucking it along this headliner here. And it's going to go between the weather seal and the headliner. We are going to continue to tuck this cable behind this plastic towards the passenger side. Now you're going to sit in the passenger seat and start routing the rest of the cable between the headliner and the weather seal here. Once you get to the C-pillar in your back seat, you're going to take your fingers and you're going to just pop this panel towards you. After you do that, you're going to take the camera cable and route it behind the plastic. We're going to take our A-pillar panel now. Without pinching the GPS module here, make sure you have some slack for the GPS module. And you're going to go ahead and bring this down. Install the B-pillar. Bring your grab handle back. Line up the holes and go ahead and install the 10mm bolts. We're going to go back to our weather seal and start tucking this back into place. This step, we're going to roll down our rear window. At the rear window, you're not going to need to pull down the weather strip because there's a nice gap right here where you can actually put your fingers in and pull the headliner out. If you also need help, you can use our plastic trim tool, such as this. A lot of people are going to want to install this rear view camera on the outside below the third brake light, but I'm going to go ahead and install it on the inside. When the window rolls up, it's going to be on this side of the window. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck it in here between the headliner and the weather seal, just to make sure that this is where I want. I'm going to adjust the camera towards the truck bed downward a little bit. And now that I know exactly where I'm going to put it, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to start routing my cables where my camera is going to be installed at. The reason why we are doing the camera portion first and not doing the rest of the cable is because we want to get rid of the slack, guys. And the best way to get rid of the slack is where the plastic panel is at the C-pillar, not underneath the headrest. You don't want to have a big old bundle right here. Once we join the two cables together at this corner, I'm going to start tucking everything behind this plastic panel. At this point, you can go ahead and zip tie it, but I don't want to create a big old bundle where I won't be able to snap this back. I'm going to keep it loose and just let all these cables fall in here. Make sure it's not catching on your seat belt. Now we can go ahead and tuck back our rear passenger weather seal. Putting back our B-pillar grab handles. Okay, so installing the rear view camera, we're going to have to make sure that this arrow is pointing up, because if you put it upside down, this dash cam does not have the ability to flip the screen, if you know what I mean, okay? So this arrow has to be pointing up. I am going to double side this tape and shove it inside the crease, and hopefully it holds onto the headliner. You guys can actually screw it into your headliner if you want to. I am not going to do that. So let's go ahead and here shove this in there, and it is a pretty tight fit. I'm going to have my camera pointing downwards into the truck bed. There you go. Now on the passenger side of our Mangoal shell, we are going to see a SD slot right here. We're going to take the SD card that Mangoal provided us. We're going to take the label side facing us, and we're going to slide it in. Make sure that the chip part is going in first. Okay, you're gonna have to use your fingernails at this point to push it in. Once it pushes in, you're gonna hear a click and you're done. Now you're gonna go to your cell phone and open up your app store. From your app store, you're gonna look for an app called Skycam. Download Skycam. You're going to click agree, then add camera. And this is where you're going to have to connect through your Wi-Fi between your cell phone and the dash cam itself. So go ahead and click next. Click on connect to Wi-Fi. You're going to connect to a Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi underscore with a string of numbers. Password is 1234567 Click on join and you should be connected. Click allow, click add camera, and it should automatically pop up for you the front camera view. Now if you click this icon in the corner, you will see the reverse camera view.